How does Quentin Tarantino write his super genius perfect screenplays? Said every film moron. A screenwriter named Aaron Sorkin was quoted saying, I think for most writers it's very difficult, but for somebody like Quentin Tarantino, it's just easy. He just has this magical ability to just write a screenplay. Well, the secret ingredient is that his screenplays are shit. The secret ingredient is shit. Ask Stephen King. As long as you're willing to have shit as the beating heart of your story, you can just churn out stories. But if that isn't good enough for you, I have another theory. Tarantino uses AI. He's been using AI to write his screenplays since, what was it called? Inglourious Bastards. You see, after he made Kill Bill, he was thinking, I just want to make the same story over and over again. I really shouldn't have to sit down and write anything. I should just be able to plug in and play, I should be able to just rinse and repeat. Now, AI back then did not exist in the form of computer programs, which brings us to the Antikythera. Antikythera, I think that's how it's pronounced. This was the world's first AI. It was gears and you wind it up, but it was like the first computer. It could predict eclipses. It could predict the movement of stars and astrology. It was the MacGuffin in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, Quentin Tarantino is obviously he could be a scientist because he's such a nerd. So he would be able to build an Antikythera for himself. Oh, on a side note, he's a nerd bully. He never got to be a bully, and so that now, once he's famous, he gets to be a bully. So he's the nerd bully. What's worse than a word nerd? What's worse than a bully? A nerd bully. Yeah, so he built his own machine, his own AI, mechanical AI, to write his screenplays for him. And he just plugged in random things that he likes, like, chicks dancing, feet, people shoot each other, torture, revenge. And voila, he could just churn out these movies from Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, Kill Bill was before that, but that was the same one. What else? Death Proof. Always minorities getting revenge on people who you won't feel sorry for when they get slaughtered, such as the Manson family. And eventually he was like, this machine is too overly complex. I don't need it. So he just had a plot wheel where you just spin it, and that's how he would write his screenplays. And then he moved from that to a dartboard. And so Tarantino's always been using AI, and he just thinks to himself, well, everything's AI. Isn't a human AI? He is artificial intelligence because when you just recycle the same thing all the time, are you really being intelligent? And he cranks these stupid pieces of shit out, and all of these pretentious idiots, every single time they go, oh my God, this is unique. This is amazing. So I'm sure now he uses ChatGPT because it involves, you don't actually have to physically spin the wheel. You don't actually have to, it removes all thought and creativity. So, and everybody wins because if you're Quentin Tarantino, you feel like you're adored and you feel like you're a great director, a great writer. And if you're a Tarantino fan, then you just enjoy swooning over this bullshit and making friends with other idiots. And if you're someone with any brains, you get to sort of laugh at them, and you get to use Tarantino and his fans as a sort of a signpost for stupidity. Let me know if you have any other ideas or requests for Quentin Tarantino videos, and like and subscribe.